Welcome back to the next edition of my favorite spots series from the Zelda lady. This edition is in the Tabantha Tower area, and we're just going to call it the Tabantha Tower because there are so many cool things that you can do from that spot. I find myself there quite often. And it's a little colder region, so I had to put on a little cold protection. And you can see from the tower that there is a vantage point from all the directions. There's a fairy fountain to the south, and to the other side there's this crater. The Gisa Crater. I'm gonna guess that's how you pronounce that. And down there is a stone Talus that every blood moon I would make sure I would make my way over to him and take care of him because he has he's one of the rares. I think it's a rare rare Titus, and they have usually at least one diamond and some of the more valuable gems once you're done taking care of him. And his that was almost a mistake. As you can see, he has one of the big glowing yellow orbs on his back, and it's in a pretty easy position to either just to take out with your Master Sword, or if you have the ability, you can use a Borsa. And pretty much takes him out all at once. Oops, got him. And just a quick little resource grab of one diamond. I think that was a topaz. And a couple topaz. And from then the crater, then you can pop back to the tower, head over to the fairy fountain. And that's one of my favorite spots. The Tabantha Tower. A great little spot that I have always found myself going right back to pick up those quick gems at the crater and a quick access to a fairy fountain. As you're going through, I would call it middle gameplay, where you're doing a lot of armor upgrades and gathering materials in order to do those armor upgrades. You want to find yourself the fastest point to a fairy fountain. Now, granted, Tabantha Tower is not the fastest point to a fairy fountain, and we'll go through that on another edition of my favorite spots, because there's the one in the desert is faster to get to, but that's all there is out there, is the fairy fountain in the desert. So this Tabantha Tower has a couple extra spots. So here we are at the fairy fountain, and it's just that quick. Thanks for joining me for another edition of my favorite spots. They're all my favorite spots. Gosh, look at the beauty of this vistas and the landscapes, the art design. What more could you want? Thanks again. See you next time on the Zelda Lady.